So right here in Isaiah, chapter 1, chapter 14, verse 1 says, Yahweh will have mercy on Jacob, and he will choose Jeshareel and set them in their own land, and strangers should join them, and they should cleave to the house of Jacob. Meaning Yahweh is gonna have mercy on us, and he's gonna choose his chosen is we are his chosen, and we're gonna go to our own land where we came from, and other people will join and will join us to us, you know, to the house of Jacob, to the Israelites, and the people shall take them and bring them to their place. So right there is saying that the people, the nations, are gonna take us where we come from, you know, and the house of Yasharal shall possess them, and the land of Yahweh for servants and handmaids, meaning they're gonna work for us, and they shall take captive, take them captive, those whose captives they were, and shall rule over their oppressors. And it shall come to pass that in that day Yahweh shall give rest. So basically, we can we're gonna these people that we're under, that right now they're oppressing us to this day, you know, in the nations, and they pretty much they're gonna be under Yahweh, they're gonna do what Yahweh says, you know, and we're gonna rule all of them because we're gonna be under Yahweh. Yahweh says to do the right thing on earth, and it shall come to pass in that day that Yahweh shall give rest from thy sorrow and thy fear, and from the hard bondage where thou hast made to serve, like our oppression that we've been going through since the longest. And thou shalt take up a proverb against uh the ruler of Babylon, so-called ruler, and the house of oppressor has seen, you know, the golden city has says, Babylon confusion, Vatican, So let me get this one real quick now. I'm going to Zakarayah Chapter 8, verse 1. It says, the word of Yahweh Almighty came. This is what Yahweh Almighty says. Yahweh of hosts, I am very jealous, passionate for Zion. I am burning with jealousy for her. Meaning he cares for us, it's passionate power. This is what Yahweh says. I will return to Zion and dwell in Jerusalem. Meaning he's gonna dwell with us spiritually and in the land, Jerusalem, because the people are gonna take it like it's like I read over here in Isaiah over here, it says right there. Okay, and let me go over here now. This is what Yahweh says. I will return to Zion and dwell in Jerusalem. Then then Jerusalem will be called the faithful city, and the mountain of Yahweh Almighty will be called the set apart mountain. This is what Yahweh of hosts of that which goes forth says. Once again, men and women rip of old age were sitting in the streets of Jerusalem, Yahawadah, each with them with cane in hand because of their age. Like our people are gonna be there. The city and streets will be filled with boys and girls playing there. The children are, they're gonna be playing. This is mainly they're gonna be people. Once again, it's gonna be inhabited. The real Jerusalem. This is what Yahweh Almighty says. It seems marvelous to the remnant of His people at that time. But would it seem marvelous? declares Yahweh Almighty. You know what I'm saying? So pretty much it's saying that it's gonna be a marvel. It's gonna be like it's gonna be a wonder. So our people are gonna go to Jerusalem, like the scripture says. You know, and no Vatican ideologies. You know what I'm saying? This is what Yahweh Almighty says. I will save my people from the countries of the east and the west, meaning seen from everywhere. I will bring them back to live in Jerusalem. They will they will be my people, and I will be and and faithful and justice and righteous to them. They're Ahlahayam, you know, faithful, justice, what is right, our Ahlahayam. This is what Yahweh Almighty of hosts says. Now hear these words, let your hand be strong so the temple may be built. This is what the prophet said who were present in the foundation was laying the house of Yahweh Almighty, meaning what like it's gonna be rebuilt again like it was before, you know, and what the prophets like our ancestors were talking about. In the house of Yahweh, you know, read the scriptures. Before the time, before the time there were no wages for people or hire for animals. No one would go through their business safely because of the enemies, since I turned everyone against their neighbor, like going against each other. But I will not deal with them with the remnant of the people as it did in the past, declares Yahweh Almighty. Meaning is the seed will grow, the vine will yield its fruit, and the ground will produce crops, spiritually, physically. And the heavens will drop the dew, the water, the spiritual, you know, and physical. I will give all these things as an inheritance to the remnant of the people, just as Judah and Yashara'el, Yahawaday, Yashara'el have been a curse among the nations. All these oppressions have been going on, you know. So I will save you. Yahweh saves, So Yahweh will save us, you know. Yahweh will save us, and he will be a blessing. Do not be afraid, but let your hand be strong. This is what Yahweh Almighty says. As a hand determines to bring disaster on you, show no pity when your ancestors anger me, says Yahweh Almighty. So now I have determined to do good again to Yerushalayim and Yahawaday. Do not be afraid. These are the things you are to do. Speak the truth to each other. Render truth and sound judgment in your courts. Do not plot evil against each other, and do not love to swear falsely. I hate this, declares Yahweh, the word of Yahweh of hosts, of that which comes forth, came. This is what Yahweh Almighty says. The fast of the fourth, fifth, the seventh, and 10th month will become joyful and gladness occasions and happy festivals for Yahawaday. Therefore, love, truth, and peace. You know, like again, be happy, love, truth, and peace. Shalom.